everybody. My name is Kathleen Tagg, and I'm a composer, pianist, and producer, born and raised in South Africa and living since 2001 in New York City. I'm here to talk a little bit about my work, and I'm thrilled that you're here to listen, so thank you for being here. The way I tend to work is very collaborative in general, and very much rooted in storytelling and in thinking about communicating emotion, energy, and vitality. I thought I would demonstrate how I work by playing a few examples, and it should become evident, the whole picture, from the combination of pieces that I choose. I was beyond excited to be asked to write a song cycle for my incredible friends, the great South African soprano Golda Schultz and the incredible American pianist Jonathan Ware. And the words to these three songs are by Lila Palmer. And I thought I would play for you the first one, entitled After Philip Larkin. And I do not have a video of this, but this is the recording for Alpha Classics. I have a huge love of the voice. And Jonathan also challenged me and said that he would really love to do some of that stuff that I do inside the piano. I wanted to find a way to integrate some of what I do at the piano myself, but into a structure and a form that would translate to be able to A, be played safely in any venue around the world, and B, to be easily enough translatable into a language that could be interpreted by anybody who wanted to perform the pieces. So this is the first piece of the set, This Be Her Verse, entitled After Philip Larkin, and this is Golda Schultz and Jonathan Ware performing on their CD, This Be Her Verse, on Alpha Classics. I thought I would start with a little introduction to a large-scale work of mine that is very close to my heart. This was a work that evolved over many years, which I co-created with clarinetist, composer, band leader David Krakauer. So rather than my talking about it, I thought I would play a little clip where David and I introduced the project. The material is a combination of original works of mine and David's, but also works by others. But each piece that we play, we brought a large part of ourselves to the project and to the work. So often David and I would have been given a lead sheet of some kind, sometimes just a melody, sometimes a melody and a bass line, sometimes chords, sometimes not. What this led to is each piece in the ties that bind us sounding as though it's very much a work by myself and David together that takes as its point of departure the original work that we then build on. We wanted to create an immersive, multi-layered concert experience that celebrates our shared humanity and our connections to each other as human beings.
Our starting point was a collection of lead sheets of pieces by brilliant friends and colleagues who come from different parts of the world, backgrounds, points of view, music, and styles.
The main pieces of music are linked by little interludes that act as musical bridges containing hidden elements from the piece that comes before and the piece after. They are designed to surround the audience with sound and to fly around the space through a multi-speaker setup, reflecting the influences coming to us from our friends from all over the world.
There are 9 main pieces, each with its totally distinct orchestration, look and feel, lighting, and way each composition unfolds visually.
I created what I call a piano orchestra. And what that is I use loops and samples solely of the piano, sounds of the piano and the clarinet. But many of them are unrecognizable due to how I work with them. I wanted to use the sounds of the piano without manipulating them in any way electronically. So while I'm using electronics in the form of a loop pedal and samples, they are all completely unaltered.
The visual projections bring the audience inside the creation of the sound, highlighting what is happening in the music.
The projections that Jessie creates during our musical interludes are live, interactive visualizations of the sound waves. Designed this project to be flexible for different spaces, from a proscenium to a square and beyond.
This version was designed with Jesse Gilbert for Berlin's beautiful Pierre Boulez Saals Theatre in the Round configuration.
I'm going to return to The Ties That Bind Us a little later in this segment and play a full piece from the program. But at this point, I wanted to continue talking about my collaboration with David Krakauer because it is something that's been integral to my work for the past decade or so. And I'm just going to play a little clip from the clarinet concerto that we co-wrote for David to perform. This was co-commissioned by the Santa Rosa and Eugene Symphonies and the Adele and John Gray Endowment Fund. It's a very unusual process to collaborate, I think, with two people co-writing a work. And what was really important for me was that the orchestra would be a great duo partner for David, really sort of trying to balance, David's roots as well in a folk tradition and folk music, but then taking that into a symphonic orchestral context was a big leap, and it was quite exhilarating, also difficult working on it together, but wonderful. So here's just a little snippet of that. This next piece is a piece of mine called Second Time Around. And in this video, I'm performing with my longtime duo partner, the late, great South African jazz pianist, Andre Peterson, who we tragically lost to COVID. This is from one of the last performances we had together in Rotterdam at the Classical Next Festival. And this is a work where I had wanted to look at the concept of shifting interlocking patterns in the opening section, and then it just went into an exploration of various contrapuntal writings and forms. It's an early work, and I was sort of looking at putting different things into the mix. So this is from 2014, a decade ago, and yeah, this is Second Time Around. This work now coming up is a tune of mine called Berenbau, and this is just an informal little video from the dress rehearsal at the University of Johannesburg for the ISCM's World Music Days in December 2023. And I'm playing Berenbau here with my friend, the great South African sax player, Mark Fransman, who goes by Sonic Citizen. And this tune is something I wrote in 2014, and it takes as its starting point the idea of a single string and the overtone series. And I use a single string on the piano as one could any other string instrument. And then I was thinking of the idea of a single string and the idea of a changing fundamental, which you hear often in bow music from around the world, including beautiful bow instruments in South Africa. And so that's the starting point. And everything in that introduction takes place on a single string, which you'll hear. The reason you'll see me wearing a glove is just to protect the copper strings of the piano, so that I'm able to touch pianos wherever I go. And I work a lot with piano technicians and with the Piano Technicians Guild also, to make sure that everything that I do leaves absolutely no trace in any instrument and is able to be transferred to any venue around the world. It's something that's incredibly important to me. thought I would play a little something else. This is from an evening length project that we created for the really incredible Borderlands Foundation in Sejny, Poland. And this is on the border of Poland, Belarus, and Lithuania. And it's an absolutely unbelievable place with an international dialogue center